Hey, welcome back everyone. It's Independence Day. Happy July 4th, 2020. So what we got going on today, I was down at a kind of a barn sale down the street from me, and I picked up these saws. So I got all of these saws for 185 bucks, and I don't know if any of them run. They, I pulled them all, so they're all at least not locked up. And this Husqvarna, what is this? This is a K760 cutoff saw. I think that's worth a fair amount of money. We'll see if we can get that running. I don't know, that might be something to keep. Putting an abrasive wheel on there, since I don't cut concrete very often. Let's see, here's the tag. What do we got here? Husqvarna K760 74cc. So that's probably the best saw of the bunch. We'll work on it first. What else did we get? We got this Homelite. Looks like an older saw. There's no chain brake on it. The old Widowmaker there. Homelite. What's that say? Super easy automatic. So we'll clean her up. See if she'll start. We got this Poulan Wild Thing. Pretty funky colors there. 40cc, looks like an 18-inch bar. Looks like that's an 18-inch bar as well. Got a Homelite Super XL. No bar or chain on that one. A little bit cleaner than the other one. Let's see what we got there. And then we got one more saw. It's a Poulan 33cc. 14-inch bar. So let's see if we can get some of these running. See what happens. Let's start with this Husky. Okay. Before we tear this apart, I think we should just try to start. I see gas there in the primer bulb. I don't hear it even trying to fire. So let's check the plug, check the fuel. Pulling the plug out. Plug looks almost brand new. Shit, I don't even know if that's even run at all. Starting fluid in there. See if I can hear it pop. Nope, still not popping. I think there's maybe something wrong with our spark here. We'll plug back off. If you look real close, you can see it spark when I pull. Alright, after messing with this for a little bit, I've come to the conclusion that we're probably lacking compression. That's why we're not getting anything. Even with ether, we know we got spark. We sprayed ether, starting fluid, directly in the carb. And then looking at this air filter that was in there, she's pretty dirty. And then we saw that the spark plug was brand new. So that tells me that whoever owned it before, it crapped out on them. They tried changing the spark plug. That didn't work, so they got rid of it. So looking at the compression, I can pull this pretty damn easy. And there's a compression button over here to make it easier to start. It doesn't seem to change anything. You know, you can certainly hear the piston going up and down. If I pull the compression knob out, it's almost exactly the same. So I bet that piston and cylinder are scored up. Luckily enough for us, you hop on Amazon, you can buy a complete rebuild kit for $60. So I got a rebuild kit for basically comes with a new cylinder, new piston, new rings, gaskets. I also threw in a carb rebuild kit because looking down in there, it is extremely dirty. So for $80, we should be able to get this thing rebuilt. So when those parts get here, we'll give her a whirl. Next saw, let's see, we got the old Poulan Wild Thing 40cc 18-inch bar. Let's see if this old girl will start up. Started up. Needs a little carb adjustment, but surprisingly started right up. Next saw, she's got fuel in her too. Okay, she's not popping. Okay, we've either got a spark or an ignition problem. Pull the plug. Jeez. See what she looks like. Doesn't look terrible. A gap at 20 thou. Let's test if she's sparking. She is sparking. Alright, so maybe your carb needs clean. You can pull this carb off and have a look. Man, that feels good when it gets in your eyes. Alright, I'm going to take this apart just to have a look. Looking at the diaphragm, it looks pretty good. I don't see any tears or anything. Okay, clean the carb a little. Just doesn't want to fire. This could be another case of poor compression. Fuel. I see some fuel spraying out here. Yeah, we got a broken fuel line. That's part of the problem. Yep. We'll have to fix that fuel line. That could be why she didn't want to run without the choke. So, well, that's promising. And then our last, oh man, whew. Thing's all rusted up. She's dry. Give her a little splash of fuel. Okay, I took the chain and bar off this guy because it was pretty rusty. It was causing some problems with it turning over. So I did manage to get it running, and this little guy runs pretty damn nice. She is warm, so let's see if I can get it started again. Oh wait, you gotta turn the switch on, you dummy. So that's the old Widowmaker. Probably clean it up, put a new bar and chain on it. She'll be back in business. So, let's review. The concrete saw, or the cutoff saw, we're going to rebuild that at a later time. The Poulan model P3314, couldn't get her running. Could be the same case. poor compression. We had spark spraying ether directly in an attempt to start either. So we could have another bad cylinder. The other 3 saws all started up just fine. So the Wild Thing, I don't know, we can probably sell that for $50 or so. The Homelite Super XL started up fine. So we slap a new bar and chain on there, we can probably sell that for $50. And the Homelite Super EZ started up and ran fine. So we can probably sell that for $50. You know, I might list all these saws for $75 a piece. See what we get out of them. And then we'll try to fix this guy up. List it for $75. So, you know, if we got, you know, we'll say they offer us $60 a piece for each one of these saws. We would have made our money back on the 4 chainsaws. We'll spend about $80 getting this guy running. I don't know, I might keep that saw or maybe sell it for $250 to $500. I don't know. I know new this saw is about $1,200, so I might keep it around though for cutting metal. And for chainsaws, you know, I've already got a couple of my own, so I don't need to save those other ones. We got a steel MS291 here for bigger stuff, 170 for the small stuff. Well, thanks for watching, and check out my next video when we replace the cylinder, piston, and carb on this saw and hopefully get it running. Marion, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to play some ball? No one's playing ball with you. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I know, it is terrible. Marion. Marion, are you being a good girl? You are? You're trying to get some ball? Are you trying to play ball?